let's take the Z position with the right leg in front. Make sure your back foot is nice and long instead of perpendicular like this, so you get some more protective for the knee. Lean out onto that right arm. Don't be up close, jamming everything into the hips. Kind of lean out gently like that. And take your left hand onto your upper belly and just very gently, just like a little rockabye baby here, just feel your lower ribs shifting side to side. Don't let the left side of your pelvis drop into the left foot too much, so that you just keep the movement in your spine. And then go forward and back with that motion. And then combine it into a nice circle. So you did your tilt sways, rectangles. It's more of an oval here. And then reverse directions. And then take hands on either side of your right knee. And actually take your left hand back to T12. And you want to feel just a slight flex in your lower T12. So it's moving back away from you, just gently. And then both hands down. Walk your hands forward, but push back. And the way you push back is flowing your shoulder blades towards your hands. Walk your hands a little further forward till you're about 2/3 of the way towards where you could be comfortable. And stay, not pushing, not forcing, but just stay right about 2/3. And feel that right hip crease deepen back. Feel T12 flowing towards the coccyx. And feel your shoulder blades flowing towards your hands. And that will enhance the hip crease and the T12 movement. Now we're going to walk your hands gently to the right, but keep pressing back, and don't go too far with that. And then hold there. There's a nice lateral opening on that left side. And visualize flowing from that left kidney down to the left sit bone. So you get a little bit more lengthening and opening onto that side. And then staying over to this side, take your right forearm down about 6 to 8 inches away from your right thigh, but parallel to that right thigh. So you got the right femur and then your forearm there. As long as you're comfortable, then take your left hand onto your chest. Just gently turn your chest gently towards the ceiling, and then reach the left hand up. And then bringing that left hand down, slowly coming up, and walk your hands forward in front of your right knee again. Just a little bit of that opening at the right hip crease, flowing at the T12 to the coccyx, and the shoulder blades flowing towards your hands. And then coming up, and bring your legs around and straight out in front of you. Take your hands back and walk them back, and then just drop one shoulder blade, then the other. Nice open chest. And the head just tick-tocking side to side. And bend your knees, and we're going to take the Z position to the left. Being gentle with that right knee. Don't force it. If it's not comfortable going into the Z, you can keep your right knee up on top of the left shin. And then lean out. So now, I don't like this sitting up, because when you sit up too much and that right sit bone comes towards the floor, it puts pressure on the right foot, which goes to the right knee. Cause and effect. And make sure that right foot is nice and long and not at a right angle here. That puts pressure also on the knee. And then take your right hand on your upper belly and just nudge your lower ribs to the right and just hold that for a moment. So there's just a slight gentle movement, and something has to happen into your right shoulder blade. It lengthens away from the ear just a little bit. And then your lower ribs to the left, and you get this nice kind of movement through your whole torso. And again, make sure that left arm is out there in a nice, comfortable position. And then take your right hand forward and back. Again, very nice for the pelvic floor with these movements. And then circle. And circle the other way. And then take your hands on either side of that left knee. And what you want is that left hip crease to deepen. You want there to be a flow from T12 down towards the tailbone. And as you walk your hands forward about 2/3 the distance that you're very comfortable with, once you get there, flow your shoulder blades gently towards your hands. And that will help the T12 movement and the hip crease movement. Then walk your hands to the left, gently, not too far. And again, from your right kidney, flow down towards your right sit bone. There's a nice lateral stretch through those side ribs on the right side. And then you take that your left forearm parallel with your left thigh. And you take it the distance away from you so that the elbow's basically under your shoulder. And you take your right hand on your chest and you open the chest gently and then reach up through that right arm. And then bring the right hand down and back to the original forward movement here. Coming up, and then lean out onto that left hand. This is a nice place where you can some of us get the trochanteric bursitis or tendonitis, and you can just make a soft fist or fingers and just do circular movement there. I have a number of clients right now who have this bursitis and here are the tendonitis. So this is kind of a nice area to work that. Gently, circular movement, circular massage. The other area is some people fall on or hit their bruise their tailbone. You can reach back with your fingers and just come down and gently massage down on the sacrum or down onto that tailbone. As long as it's not too painful, as long as you know you haven't broken it, you can, there's some ligaments down there that can be gently worked as well. So some of these poses can be very nice for a couple of areas that can be commonly influential on our discomfort. And then bring your legs back out. Take your hands back behind you and open the chest. And very gently, side to side like this. I hope you're not forgetting the Z pose in your practice. It's really, really, that's why I make it part of the maintenance. I did a little bit more than just the maintenance in that Z position. But if you can, as long as it's not straining your knees, and you should be able to even do it, most people can do it even after they've had a knee replacement, not right after, but you can do it, and it's so helpful for the hips.